There is a charge levelled at psychotherapy. Comes up from time to time in my experience, and I imagine for others too, and that is the idea that the client, the seeker's issues or problems are all somehow the parent's fault. Now, for me it's rather archaic. I've never really thought it anyway. I certainly don't push an idea like that. It's not correct. But the other day I was reminded of it because a new client came to see me who told me that someone in their family had been told that. And so, the whole family was kind of implicated in this thing, that the parents had somehow made the mistakes that had led to these individuals' particular issues and problems. And it reminded me of years and years ago. I gave a talk to the National Childbirth Trust in England, or a branch of the NCT in England, and I was young and perhaps a bit idealistic, and maybe not that good at giving talks, I don't know. But I gave a talk concerning psychotherapy. I can't remember the topic of it as such. And at the end there was a seminar, a question and answer period, of course. And it was, I think it was all women and mothers. And I somehow incited the charge that as a psychotherapist I was blaming mothers for children and grown up into adults and who came to see therapists like me. Somehow I was saying it was all the mother's fault, and it was, as much as I tried to deny the charge because it simply wasn't true, I can't help looking back and thinking I somehow didn't have the words to offset it, or to calm the situation, or to, defend the history of psychotherapy and counselling to people who somehow made their minds up, perhaps. Whether it is from that more contemporary story where a therapist offered this idea, or my anecdote of the NCT and the talk I give there, let's make it quite clear, therapy is healing for everyone. Whatever's happened, however it's come about, ultimately it is nobody's fault. There's a great burgeoning influence or pressure from the lineage, from the ancestry, why we do the things we do and how we affect those in the family is not necessarily completely up to us. It's a very, very complex matter. And ultimately, and this is another old chestnut to relinquish, therapy isn't that self-absorbing either, in the sense that it's not all navel-gazing and selfishness. When you heal for others too, and that starts with the ones who are closest to you, and both in the contemporary life and in the historical life of conditioning and seminal influence. So this is the point I want to make this week in this short presentation. Psychotherapy isn't blaming anybody. Psychotherapy is going beyond blame. Psychotherapy is a way of releasing ourselves from guilt and unforgiveness, and deepening in understanding.